going to totally go a different direction and address all of you dads and dads here on the panel. Matter of fact, David, I'm even hold you in Ohio there for this one as well. What do you really want for Father's Day? Do you want a gift or a little hanky-panky? Doug's smiling.
John's
blushing. Dr. Tip is the sex therapist.
I have a plan for everyone.
We did our own survey, and remember, we want you to be the judge. See, David's blushing over there, too. Would you let your teen join one of the dating websites that we were talking about? This is where we want you to weigh in, okay? Cast your vote over at facebook.com/RaisingAmerica HLN. There's still time to vote. We want to know if you would let your teen sign up for one of these websites. All right, dads, what do you really want for Father's Day? A gadget, peace and quiet, or sex?
If you could only choose one of these three things for Father's Day, the first one, sex, romance. Second one, you got the hottest new gadget. Or third, you get total peace and quiet for the day. Which would it be?
I'm a guy, but it's a no-brainer. Sex.
Well, I have to go with the first one, man.
I'd have to choose the first one.
Definitely be one.
My nature is kicking in here.
But I think every guy, you know, would take the sex.
You want the sex?
Yeah, I want that.
You know what man doesn't say that?
This year, I'm going with the technology. I've already made my request. The other two are pretty much a given, so I'm going with the technology.
Quietness for the whole day.
Sometimes you're just like, oh, a whole day of silence would be amazing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Silence.
Okay, why are we not surprised the majority wanted sex, Josh?
Right. I mean, look, all guys want all three. Most people want all three. Most people in any marriage who have kids want all three. So we just had a little fun asking who would want the most. And it was not easy for some people, but most guys went straight for the first choice right away. Actually, didn't take more than 5 seconds for them to make their choice.
Well, let's hope the sex takes more than 5 seconds.
Oh! Now, is that all they really wanted? Seriously?
No, it's not actually. You know, after we put away that sign, I asked people, hey, if you could have any Father's Day you want, what's most important to you? Here's what they said.
Perfect Father's Day is spending time with my boys.
I just want to be home alone with my kids, visiting, no gifts. Just want them to be there, have a good time.
Spending time with my kids is the number one thing. And have them call me, say, I love you, Daddy. You're on my mind always. That's all I want.
Not a single guy said he really wanted a present. They all said, ultimately, what I want is my kids to be happy, spend some time.
Well, Dr. Tiff, can you combine them all?
Oh, you know, I think you can, Kira, and I'll always find a way. I think a lot of guys would be happy with a little solo sex, so that cuts out 2 of them, and maybe add a little gadget in there to help them out. So,
what do you think, Dougie?
You can do it all.
You know what? If you got to wait till Father's Day for some sex, you got problems already. So I'm not going to say sex.
Maybe it's a little special sex.
Yeah, okay, all right.
That's where the gadget comes in.
Right. In my mind,
What kind of gadget are you thinking of?
in my mind, it's quiet. It's quiet. I play golf a lot. And the problem with golf, it takes a lot of time, and your wife's calling you, and the kids are calling you, and as soon as you're done, you have to hurry back home. I want to just sit there, smoke a cigar, have some drinks, play some cards, and not have to rush back after golf. That's what I want.
It's enticing, being left entirely alone for a block. I mean, your moms know the exact same thing. Total peace and quiet is like a dream.
Yeah, but women and men are different. Like, women need to kind of like get in the groove and be worked up to that moment. Guys can be like
ready
My wife says that all the time.
Whenever. Yeah, they're ready to go.
David, are you still there in Ohio, David?
Yeah.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, pal, but, you know, you're newly married, thinking about a family.
I'm from Ohio, so I'm blushing, but my wife has made it pretty clear that she wants a child. She's playing soft music, she's cooking dinner. It's like a Madonna video in our house. So I got a feeling I'm going to be taking the plunge soon.
You might want to try Barry White, my friend. You need to switch up the tunes.
I'm more of a George Clinton. I'm more of a George Clinton P-Funk kind of guy, so maybe I'll get the party started.
Atomic doll.
He just gave me an idea. That's a good idea.
Should we try and wrap this on a wholesome note, Josh?
We're gonna get a little more wholesome now, okay? First of all, when we were out there interviewing these guys, we happened to stumble on a girl who wanted to sing for her father, which was really sweet. She's part of this choir, and she's 18 years old. That's Grace. Her father's Randall Hall, and she was awesome. And the whole choir has a shout-out for this show. Listen to this.
Happy Father's Day from Raising America!
All right, not bad, huh?
I love it. Yay!
Choir out of Texas there.
All right. right, well, we were talking about these teen dating websites, okay? Would you let your kids surf them? We asked you to be the judge, and boy, did you. Results of our poll and some pretty incredible viewer comments as soon as we come back.
Hell to the no.
All right, teen dating websites, it's what we're still talking about. Should our teens even be allowed to sign up for these? We asked you to be the judge on this one. The viewer verdict is in. And basically, this is what everybody says. Are you crazy?
It's easy.
Here's what else you had to say. Caitlin wrote in and said, I am 16, and I think that is just ridiculous. If you're a parent and let your teen do that, someone needs to hit you in the face with reality.
Right.
There you go, Caitlin. Very good. Wow. Cameron writes in and says, the better question is, where are the parents? They need to step up and set some boundaries. Basically, everybody said, I would not put my kids on these websites. Isn't that interesting?
I didn't have that option. You know, we went out and actually played soccer and actually did stuff. Right. You know, we didn't have computers. What was that?
All right, let me play devil's advocate. I'm a high school student. I'm doing sports and academics and choir practice and homework and all this kind of stuff. Hey, it's easy to go online and maybe meet somebody.
But then do it on Facebook or something that the parents know about, something that maybe your parents are even monitoring, which I'm planning to do when my kids are teenagers. I don't understand why they would possibly need a separate website just about dating when they're still so young and don't realize that they're still children.
They need it so that they can keep it separate from whatever social network that their parents are on. This is not about them needing an extra outlet to meet people. They have plenty of places to meet people in school and in their activities. They need somewhere to do it in secret so that their parents don't know.
Bottom line, my daughters don't have any rights. They have zero rights in my house. My daughter knows
phone check.
At any time, phone check. Whoop, 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 pass me the phone. She knows to just hand me the phone, the computer and everything. I don't care, but you don't have any rights in my house because there's pervs out here.
Give me some dad advice. When my kids are that age, what's the punishment if she doesn't hand over the phone? What happens?
Well, I don't even understand that conversation because she's not going to say no.
That's right. She listens to Doug. I would listen to Doug, too. Now, even though we all agree. Hold on. I'm not showing Doug my phone.
Here you go, Doug.
Yes. Oh, boy. We're all going to get over.
And I know there's some parents out there that probably say, well, you're a brute, you know, you're prehistoric in your thinking.
No.
Whatever.
No,
it is what it is.
I agree. And you're a man, and you know.
I know.
So,
I know.
Join us on Facebook.com/RaisingAmerica HLN, or just use the Raising America hashtag on Twitter. Keep telling us what you think. All right, Phil Mickelson. He has been a runner-up at the U.S. Open a record 5 times. So why did he roll into the first day with just a few hours of sleep? He says it was all for his family. He flew in overnight so he could see his daughter's 8th grade graduation speech. Putting your family before your personal goals, now that is Raising America.
Yeah.
Yes, guys?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
And with Father's Day coming up, we couldn't help but think about our Lieutenant Colonel Mark Weber. We haven't stopped thinking about him since he was on this show just a few months ago. Weber is dying of cancer, and he wrote an incredibly inspiring book for his 3 boys. So he can keep being a father even after he's gone. Listen to what his oldest son, Matthew, told us.
It's really hard to see him, you know, just kind of withering away slowly. You know, and just seeing that is helping me not take him for granted sometimes. And even when we just have, you know, small talks during the week, like how and what's going on in your life, that's probably the best way to see how I'm not taking him for granted, because then, you know, like, it's just normal life. You know?
I see Dad taking a deep breath. I see you feeling your eyes filling up with tears. How does that make you feel? I mean, this is what you wanted your book to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell you, that family isn't taking anything for granted. I talked to Lieutenant Weber just yesterday. He says that he is at peace, and he's also ready. He also says he is looking forward to Father's Day. So we want that for you too, Mark. We love you, and thank you for being such a strong and dedicated dad and husband. Happy Father's Day.